Okay, hi guys, this is that makeup video I keep promising. So this will be probably the last time I put makeup on like this. Now I am a member of Body Shop. But you know, you requested it, you wanted to see what I did up, for like yesterday and what I'd done up until this point, most of my adult life. So, here you go. I have kind of prepped my skin with oily stuff, facial moisturiser, bits and pieces. I very rarely ever used a primer. I did for like my wedding, and when I had a tube of it, I used it, but I ran out several years ago, haven't really replaced it. So what I have been using up until this point, since couple of 18 months maybe, been using like this number 7. It's like an all-in-one foundation various type thing. Apparently it's supposed to be instant younger and healthier looking skin. This will be the last time I use it. One, because I don't know actually if it is cruelty free or vegan, and now I'm fully on board. Always kind of had been, but when I was, I bought this on a whim, I said about 18 months ago, and this is like the second tube of it. So as from the maths, you know that I don't put on makeup very often. I had been using Bare Minerals up until that point, but which was brilliant, but I am, it's supposed to be for people with oily skin, but it would melt by midday, and I kind of realised, why am I spending all that money on a brand that kind of melts when I might as well just put any foundation on that will melt. And this one will actually, has, supposed to be anti-aging as well, so got that. I wasn't kidding about my brush. So this is the brush. It's still a Bare Minerals brush I've been using from when I was using the powder, and I think I may have washed it once, but it is like, look at that, look, it's so caked, it's lovely, but it is what it is. So my technique, bit on there, and then some quite vigorous and violent buffing. I haven't got a mirror on me, so I won't actually see if, oh, actually, where is the mirror? I do have a mirror. Hang on. I know it was here from when I did my eyelashes, which I will at some point do that again, because I do, it was an interesting look, and I kind of dug, digged it. So, I will give that a go. You never know, post lockdown, I may actually start to go out again, but we shall see. So quite violent buffing. I don't know if this is necessarily the right thing to do, but most of the time, if I spent more than 30 seconds on doing something, I've got bored already. Hence why I've never really had great eyebrows, because I'll start plucking and then get bored. So yeah, so that's pretty much one layer. So yeah, if I actually feeling a bit fruity and actually do want to look a little bit healthier, I will put a second amount on. But already, just doing this makes me sweat, because I've just always had oily, bad skin. Like exercise, really. I do like exercise, but I don't really need to do it, because just thinking about it makes me sweat. So yeah, so I will put a second one on. If I have some concealer, I would use that, but I haven't had concealer now for this year, so I won't be using it. I won't be using any of that today, but this is pretty much what I did for yesterday, and it looked all right. yeah, so just make sure, you know, what those makeup tutorials on YouTube, it's like blending, but you know, it is like, but it's fine, because, you know, and maybe that's why I still have really bad skin, because it's probably something to do with bacteria and all that sort of thing, but it is what it is. But you know, I've got some brushes coming from Body Shop, and and I'm going to have some. I'm looking at what to go for, either the BBCC something cream or Up foundation, because I said I'm not going out anymore, so it's kind of me working from home, apart from the supermarket. But I don't even need to put makeup on for that because I've got a mask on, which is brilliant. So, but anyway, so this is the look I was talking about, which looks like I don't have any makeup on. Look, the bags are still there, but at least the spots are kind of disappeared now. They're kind of, yep, they look a little bit better. But as you can see, I'm still as greasy as before. So I have this stuff, and as you can see, the lid is broken. So I do try and keep the lid together, but it's Makeup Obsession. By Nissi is the type of powder, or that's the actual brand. No, I reckon that must be the brand. Makeup Obsession, and Nissi must be the colour. And I have this other brush which is on its way out. Don't even know where this came from now, and again, never washed it. But anyway, but you know, when I was still working in Norwich City, I would put some of this on to get rid of some of the shine, because apparently it mattes everything. So, yeah, so that's what I did last night, just to try and get some of the sweat and the oil to disappear long enough. I have a family trait. You may see my red nose. I do try and cover up my red nose, but it's just my grandmother, my great aunt used to say it was a genetic thing of rosacea, but it's alcohol. Obviously, don't tell my gran that I've said that, but you know, it is due to alcohol. But yeah, so rigorous buff, because you know, blend. I have tried one of those butt plug sponges, but I never really noticed any difference between a butt plug and a brush. So that's kind of it. I've probably, because I'm nattering away to you, I've spent longer than I normally would. And then the last bit from last night is my mascara, which was number 7 again, and I bought this for my wedding over 3 years ago. So it's quite dry, but there is still some left there, so I just kind of do that. I do have one of those like eye curler thingies somewhere, which I'll need to track down. It does look like an implement that you would give a fairy a gynecological with, but you know, it does kind of do something with your eyelashes, makes them look thicker. So yeah, so this is my makeup routine. If I had a bit of lipstick, I would put that on, which I don't. So it's just a case of just like buffing lips to get rid of the excess foundation, and that's kind of it. So yeah, I've spent a couple of minutes caking my face with stuff which will block my pores after that really nice clay mask this morning, and it doesn't actually look like I've done anything at all. But there you go. The demonstration video that you all requested, don't understand why, but there you go. So that's what I did. So enjoy. If you want this look as well, make sure you keep this nice and dirty. Find some foundation. Oh, my husband's coming over. You know, foundation, but I will at some point be, once I've got my delivery of Body Shop, I will actually be playing around with it and seeing what it's like on my skin, and I'll probably do another video for that as well. I am going to be looking at some of those tutorials on YouTube, because I would actually like to kind of do a smoky eye thing finally, without looking like I've been beaten. But yeah, so yeah, make sure you have some claggy old mascara, that completes the look. So yeah, winner.